It is a cold rain coming down. It could be a wet and wild one here by the lakeshore as we join you from Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me. And that's what we have to remember in this ball game. It resounds when you think about it. Unbeaten versus winless, any given Sunday, anything can happen in this league.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Now come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now the NFL's 3rd leading rusher last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. The Browns at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
Now the throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, the Joker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. And Chubb will try the middle here. He gets away from 1. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. That pass complete to Moore. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
Moore graded high on the scale with speed, hands, and route running ability entering the 2021 draft, but had limited chances in his first 2 years with the Jets. Cleveland brought him in to give him a chance to grow into the starter many expected, and sure looks like they made the right decision there.
On first down, Watson.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Well, this defense for the Niners very strong in that victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Back to throw, Watson. And he's got his man on the end. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Watson going to sneak it. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Here's Watson on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Deshaun Watson, touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Purdy now on 2nd down.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense put pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
Returnable for Grant. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And in talking with them, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Watson's throw here into the hands of Moore.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Third and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
This is what you want to see from the defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Pulled in at the 24. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Niners will go on off. First and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Now he's free at the 35.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he looks on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
They go up the middle with Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash.
Hopkins' kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now Samuel. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. McCaffrey following the penalty. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 45 yards. And the Niners have cut it back within a score. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run it again with Chubb. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me,
That'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3...
He's got him in, complete. He's still on his feet, and they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Purdy looking to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Throw outside. McCaffrey's got it. He's got room at the 30. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 60 yards. And the 49ers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as Graham opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Watson on 1st down. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got the connection to Moore. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Watson. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Browns 10.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Up the middle, it's Chubb pushing through the contact. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Watson now to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Now, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 15. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Samuel. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Now Purdy. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback when those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Only able to gain a couple there. And 3rd and 8 now.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw is Watson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Purdy bootlegging it. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
McCaffrey running up the middle. Oh, boy, Christian McCaffrey shaken up, so hold everything here as they're going to take a look at it. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 3rd down, here's Purdy. Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell. He'll get it inside the 20, and he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On 1st down, it's Purdy sliding out of the pocket. That's another one complete to Mitchell. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a pickup of 6.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's Purdy. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal. Purdy from the gun. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Purdy. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go play action here. Purdy. Throw caught there by Willis. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Moody good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Niners 24, Browns 10. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership...
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
On first down, Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Purdy. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are right back in this football game.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
The Browns on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a two-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down, 49ers.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown 49ers.
Deebo Samuel.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that pushes the lead up to 23.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone.
And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
So the victory here for San Francisco.